Glad to have you with us from Tampa. Raymond James Stadium as a couple of teams get set to square off in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooners offense will have the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They're working that left side. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Sooners are flying down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. That's caught, it's teased. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
A long way to go for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Slithers into space. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Golden Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the 1st drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, we're still happy to get the field goal.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Got his man. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking for space. It's Parker. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Handoff from the gun. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Good job running top and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude.
There he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick it.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Sooners! How about being completely oblivious to the rush, standing in, delivering the football, and taking the big hit?
And everybody's going, yeah, I'm sure that's easy. Well, you do it with all those big boys breathing down your neck with bad intentions. They want to rip your head off, but you're just going to hang in there. You're going to stay calm, deliver the pass. Great job, great effort.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his man.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Parker. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Got his man downfield. He smashes his way through again. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. QB draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Release to the back. Back's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cal! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That deficit has... And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Takes a handoff. It's Parker. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Lost one deep down the right side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Golden Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And they're not on the same page there. Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. It's complete to the left. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. And the Golden Bears are marching down the field. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Oh, man, they've already lost 1 quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost 1. Now your 2nd guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give on the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed on the outside, it's Wheeler. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Send the tight end in motion. Going for the marker on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Tees. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now the play fake. Still looking on the move. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. On the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The snap sets up the throw. Pocket breaking down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. They'll try the run. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. One more snap coming before halftime. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half. This Gasparilla Bowl has lived up to expectations. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gasparilla Bowl.
And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ross. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Rides to back and leaves it. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. On the move. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll run the sneak for it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Now when you've got a running back like that, he just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They moved the football well in the last drive, but, man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Might as well give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job.
He lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. Turning it off! And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. He's piled up 65 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Catch in the middle, it's Wheeler. Got some room to run. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. He'll keep it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You start with this type of field position and have to settle for a field goal. This is a big 3rd down coming up. Fires to the tight end. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Between the uprights, it's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. To the air on 1st down. Look out, he's got room. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fleming. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Sooners have moved it inside the 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was a positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown! down Oklahoma. And they add 6 more at the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Buys a little time with his feet. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cal! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Sooner offense returns to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he'll be brought down.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to pass on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action on 1st down. Card in the backfield. It's Gage. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. The Golden Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quick down in the red zone at the 14. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And that's exactly why this defense brought the blitz. You bring pressure because you want this quarterback to feel you, to get uncomfortable, to move him outside of the pocket so he's not sitting there doing damage. They do just that. Chase him down, put pressure on him, and force the incompletion.
Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The give as they work on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys